This is a presentation about lagunabeachhistory.wiki, a website with sourced and cited historical information about Laguna Beach, California. This online searchable encyclopedia will always be a work in progress and an ongoing voyage. The content of this presentation includes an introduction to Laguna Beach and its history, an introduction to the website, lagunabeachhistory.wiki, the vision of the wiki, an examination of the main page, the Explore categories, arts, events, journeys, people, and places, and finally, a look at searching, contributing, and enjoying information about the history of Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach is located on the Pacific Ocean in Southern California. It is known for its rugged coastline, scenic coves, and beautiful beaches. But it also has a deep and fascinating history that illustrates the unfolding of its unique culture. The first settlers came here in 1871 and chose to live in one of the canyons for access to fresh water and protection from the elements. This site now includes a golf course and a nature-inspired resort. There was slow growth along the ocean side through the 1800s and early 1900s, with mainly residents of Santa Ana and Riverside using the land for summer vacation homes. By the 1920s, after developers brought water to the village, the downtown area was enjoyed mostly by vacationers, artists, and residents. In many ways, the laid-back culture of those times is still evident today. lagunabeachhistory.wiki has information about many of the aspects of the development of the town, including artists coming to Laguna to paint plein-air pictures that advertise the beauty of the town, families enjoying the fun and allure of the shoreline, surfers hitting the breakers to hang ten, and tourists appreciating the natural and human-made art of Laguna Beach. The small town has more beneath the reefs and rocks that is being uncovered by historians, artists, and writers, and lagunabeachhistory.wiki seeks to collaborate with professionals in many different fields of study to contribute new pages for posterity. The wiki includes many of the historic and current statistics about Laguna Beach, which will be continually edited and updated. Submitted suggestions and corrections will all be reviewed regularly to improve and enhance the content of the site. The purpose of the wiki is to create a free content internet encyclopedia of knowledge about Laguna Beach history, written from a neutral point of view. The information located on the website will be research-based with all citations required. The release date to the public is estimated to be sometime in 2020. The community of users and contributors will include residents and visitors of Laguna Beach, as well as historians, writers, researchers, and anyone who is curious about the history of Laguna Beach. The wiki is meant to provide a benefit to readers by acting as a comprehensive collection of informative, interesting, entertaining, and useful information. lagunabeachhistory.wiki looks a lot like Wikipedia. That is mainly because the software used, MediaWiki, is an open collaboration used by tens of thousands of organizations, including Wikipedia. It is customizable, reliable, and free of charge. The main page of the wiki shows the current 5 Explore pages: arts, events, journeys, people, and places. Unlimited categories and pages are added as more contributions are submitted. These categories were created based on the interests and questions that have been logged by the Laguna Beach Historical Society. The first Explore category, Arts, includes information about the history of the art movement in Laguna Beach, which was instrumental to the growth of Laguna Beach in the early 1900s, as well as the past and present art festivals and events in town. One page under Art is the Pageant of the Masters, which is visited by over 250,000 people every summer and features living pictures with real people recreating a masterpiece of art. This extensive page describes its history and evolution. The second Explore category is Events, which includes many of the popular events and historic happenings around the town. One often asked about event is when Franklin Delano Roosevelt traveled through Laguna Beach in 1938, and the crowds gathered along Coast Highway to greet him. One of the fun features of lagunabeachhistory.wiki is the ability to link to media, like this great footage of FDR's motorcade passing through Laguna Beach. After much finagling, the Laguna Beach mayor was able to arrange a stop by the president, where he was presented with a painting of Laguna Beach titled Golden Sunset by local artist Frank Kuprian. Mayor Howard Heisler and Kuprian, dean of the local art colony, can be seen greeting President Roosevelt. The Santa Ana Register newspaper reported at the time that the president told Kuprian that he would display the artwork on the presidential yacht. Perhaps someday lagunabeachhistory.wiki can track down the current location of that painting. The second Explore category is Journeys, which includes historical information about the town, including personal stories. My favorite journey story is about homesteading of the town. The area of Laguna Beach had the only land in all of Orange County that was not part of a rancho when California became a state. This unclaimed area became part of the Homesteading Act, signed by Abraham Lincoln in 1862. The act allowed for grants of land to be received for just a small fee, a lot of paperwork, and a requirement to live on the land for at least 5 years. Between 1875 and 1916, the area was deeded in individual parcels to about 41 different families. The wiki includes fun historical trivia, like some of the original names of the streets in Laguna Beach, many of which have changed through the years. For example, there are only 3 of the 4 original streets named after Greek mythological muses still existing in Laguna Beach. That is Clio, Calliope, and Thalia. The 4th street, Euterpe, has been combined with another street. One of the most visually interesting sights in Laguna Beach is the view at Main Beach, nicknamed Window to the Sea, which is visible to anyone passing through Laguna Beach. This page shows the timeline of the process of approvals and construction of this view and beautiful park. The 4th Explore category is People. This page includes many of the early homesteaders, founders, business owners, developers, artists, and other residents of Laguna Beach. Eyler Larson, known as the Greeter, was a popular character and icon in Laguna Beach for anyone who lived or passed through the area from the 1940s through the 1970s. The Wanderlust spent most of his days in Laguna, standing on a street corner downtown, waving at passerbys. Here is some footage of Eyler set to a 1964 song written for him that includes his real, booming voice.
Hey you, how do you do? Mighty good to see you. Do you speak English? Ha, ha, ha.
On a corner in our town, there's a man who never frowns. He has hair of silver gray and a funny casual way. With his satchel in his hand, he leans out from where he stands. Then he roars and points his cane, and no greeting's quite the same.
The 5th and final category to explore is Places. The Places category includes beaches, parks, schools, residences, and structures. There are many historic buildings in town that are of great interest, and all information will be vetted for privacy. As an example of a page for places, there is a list of the beaches, coves, points, coast parks from north to south, covering the 7 coastal miles of Laguna Beach, each with its own history, culture, geography, natural habitats, and sea life. The information is not meant to encourage Instagrammable moments, but rather a source of reliable data and information. lagunabeachhistory.wiki contains a search page so visitors to the site can look for a specific topic as well as make requests for information not yet covered. Users can join the community of contributors who are people interested in preserving and disseminating sourced knowledge about the history of Laguna Beach. Contributions are subject to screening and editing in order to maintain the integrity of the site and all references are checked to verify accuracy. Editing and contributing to lagunabeach.wiki requires some knowledge of simple coding for formatting, and it uses the same process of other sites using the MediaWiki software. One last fun fact about the history of Laguna Beach. If you ever find yourself visiting this fun town, at the corner of the main downtown street and directly across from Main Beach, there's an ice cream store shown here in the 1920s, but the space is still occupied by an ice cream store today. Hanging high above the entrance is a gate with a poem. There's a true story about it on lagunabeachhistory.wiki, but I'll leave you with the words painted on the gate. This gate hangs well and hinders none. Refresh and rest, then travel on.